Can you hear this? Can you hear the mic? Yeah. Yeah. Guitar. Oh no, you won't be able to hear that. Yeah. I was asking your point. And it's hard to say why it has to be today, and I can't explain how it feels. Yeah. And it's hard to say why it has to be today, and I can't explain how it feels. Hello. How you all doing? Is it on? Is it working? Hello. Oh, there we go. How are you doing today then? You good? Oh, good then. Oh, good. How's your day been? How's your weekend been? Since the last 2 weeks I'm here. Bear with. Just I knew there was something I forgot. Oh, it's cardinal sin in songwriting to write about just writing. You see, I'm in a drought, nothing's coming now, so I've given up fighting. I know it's not that bad, an issue to have. Oh, it's such a first world problem, and I hope I'm wrong. Oh, this is my last song. That fear is even greater. Maybe a minor E could add mystery and a sense of sad reflections. But that minor key is a trick, you see. It's just good old-fashioned misdirection. So I'm going back to the chords I had and contemplating the permutations. See, I can't just turn it on and bang out a song. I need to wait for inspiration. So if you can forgive, or maybe just bear with, and we'll get through this together. 'Cause it's just a song, it won't take long. No, it won't go on forever. And that old dog knows how to find me. It matters not which road I travel on. And I thought those days were behind me. Turns out I could not have been more wrong. It sits right there on my shoulder, and that cold wet breath across my neck. And they said he would leave as I got older, but he still creeps up when I least expect. And it's hard to say why it has to be today, and I can't explain how it feels. But a black dog day could be just one sleep away, and I'll never see him coming. I'll keep running with him snapping at my heels. There are no good reason for his visits. It requires neither catalyst nor cause, and it'll push me to my very limits. and leave with nothing but the scars left by his claws. And he'll steal the wind right off my sails, and he'll leave me at the mercy of the waves. And I've tried, but I have failed to outrun him. I'm not fast enough on my feet to escape. And it's hard to say why it has to be today, and I can't explain how it feels. But a black dog day could be just one sleep away, and I'll never see him coming. I'll keep running with him snapping at my heels. And it's hard to say why it has to be today, and I can't explain how it feels. But a black dog day could be just one sleep away, and I'll never see him coming. I'll keep running with him snapping at my heels. Thank you. How are you all doing? We all doing good? How are you doing then? You had a good day? Good day, everyone? Day. Let's be honest. Oh, got another chat. Check what that is before. That's good, that's good. Wouldn't be a start to the set without this one now, would it? Whoa, 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 hey! One day I spent an hour and a half at Temple Meads, waiting for a train to wait until the flood recedes. And being mid-November, it's more than a little cold. I feel it in my bones these days, cause I'm getting old. And normally as well, you know, on tour I drive my van, but I've got this lift to Leeds on the tour bus from Nottingham. So this time I will take the train, I'll have to travel light. So I'm on tour with my hero from now till Sunday night. Oh, there's no two ways about it, this is quite the life I chose. It's not glamorous or sexy, that's just how it goes. Many surface station sandwiches for breakfast, lunch and tea, and I wouldn't change a thing, till Empire is the life for me. So after I had waited for an hour and a half, I gave up, I relented, not a single train had passed. So if I am to make sound check, I will have to drive. So I went home and got in my van and did the old M5. The motorways were kind to me and I arrived with time to spare. Met up with the other bands who were already there. Sound checked, had a bite to eat and then opened up the show. And then hung out with some strangers, they're just friends I don't yet know. There's no two ways about it, this is quite the life I chose. Glamorous or sexy, that's just how it goes. And it's surface station sandwiches for breakfast and tea, and I wouldn't change a thing, till Empire is a life for me. And now I'm miles away from anywhere I've been, in the company of thieves who stole my heart, my newfound friends. And given half the chance, I'd do it all again. Oh, I'd do it all again, do it all again. In the blink of an eye, I would do it all again. When the show was over, I headed up to Leeds, Kept one eye out for a lay-by. I'm a man of simple sleeping hits. Then on to Birmingham and the London final show. I can't drive my van inside that low emission zone. So one more time with fingers crossed, I had to get the train. And I hope to God he hasn't let those rivers flood again. One more show to play it, then for me this tour is done. Well, it's done at least till next week when I start another one. Oh, there's no two ways about it, this is quite the life I chose. It's not glamorous or sexy, that's just how it goes. And it's surface station sandwiches for breakfast, lunch and tea. And I wouldn't change a thing, it's a land pirate's life. Land pirate's life. Land pirate's life for me. Alright. I was like, oh, yeah, that's all. Have you ever stopped to think from time to time? By the way this world has been left behind, in another place, in another time. We can maybe change the way we think, take the blinkers from our eyes. Do you think she was maybe not alone? Do you think there are others out there? Do you think they might have known? And if they don't, do you think they should be told? She's living in a nightmare, running out of her control. Take the rope, take the blindfold from your eyes, take the rope from around your neck, and the blindfold from your eyes, and you'll never be surprised when they tell you that they love you and they're eating you alive. Have you got the strength to carry on? Or has the black cat got your tongue? Don't worry now, this land will be alright, 'cause the land has been here longer than the likes of you and I. Take the road, take the blindfold from your eyes, take the rope from around your neck, and the blindfold from your eyes, and you'll never be surprised when they tell you that they love you and they're eating you alive. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, all still coming through all right. I'm gonna guess that's a yes. Oh, this is a song that I only learnt the other day, so this is gonna end on. Well, I paid my money, so I liked how I won. But don't tell me stories, just sing me songs. And whilst you're writing, and on that note, make sure you sing me one that I know. 'Cause no one cares about your problems, no songs about your fun. and not a word about religion, about being a better man. You see, I may have paid my money to come and see your gig. I'm not here for the music, I'm just here to get pissed. I'm just here to get pissed. Is guitar back? Is it back? My money, so I liked how I like. You're just here to entertain us, not have a good time. Play some songs that we can dance to, maybe something from the past. We're not here to stroke your ego, I'm just here for a laugh. And if I don't like what you're playing, well, don't worry, I'll let you know and have the loudest conversation on the front fucking row. And then I'll shout requests at you at top of my voice. You're a human fucking jukebox, and you will play my choice. Yeah, you will play my choice. Oh, thank you for your feedback. It was good of you to come. It blows my mind each time they let me play to anyone. I'm sorry if you haven't had the best night of your life, 'cause honestly, I aim to please or not get in a fight. You're right, it's not about my ego, it's about the person next to you. And they might be trying to listen, and they've paid their money too. And when all else is said and done, it all comes down to this: have some respect for those around you. Try not to be a dick. Try not to be a dick. Not to be a dick. Is the guitar crisis over? Have we sorted that out? Is that good? Good. So, is it all going well so far? Ignore the minor guitar crisis, that's fine. Oh, I may be twisting this wrong way. Apart from that, we're all going well. Oh, this one's a weird one. It's not one of my ones I'd usually do, but I did it last time, so we'll do it again. This one's there's a little bit of love behind the story of it, and a little bit of Star Wars as well. Just a little bit of rivalry, should we say? I thought I met the perfect woman. I thought I met the perfect girl. The center of my universe, but she's from another world. I met her on a dating site. We took things slow, we talked all night about the things we had in common and the things that we both liked. Horror games and video clips, DC Comics, Dynamo Tricks, zombie classic film, star heroes, things were going really well. She liked me as far as I could tell. There was only one really awkward silence fell. We kissed, we bid each other farewell, and we arranged to meet the very next day at the Saturday Sci-Fi Matinee. It was a shock of my life when I went to pay. She broke my heart in the Odeon foyer. And the usher says, is it 2 for Star Wars? I rolled my eyes and sighed, yes of course. And in 5 little words, she broke my heart. And the next 5 tore my world apart. She said, I don't like Star Wars. That's a film for kids. And I says, you take that back, you bitch. That's fucking sacrilege. Cause I planned my Jedi wedding. I got Solo by my side. And walking down the aisle to Binary Sunset is my Star Wars bride. See, this is more than a crack in our relationship, cause there's no going back from shit like this. We've all got our videos synchronous, but this is bad, I think she's taking the piss. But she pushed me too far, far, far away to the other side of the galaxy. Right there in the foyer, she held up her hand, she said, I must confess, I'm a Star Trek fan. And I planned my Trekkie wedding. I got Klingon by my side. Walking down the aisle to the theme from Star Trek. I'm the next gen bride. This is the way you can live in harmony. And I'm pretty sure that we can make this work. I will be your Captain Kirk. And if you cross the final frontier, I will be your Princess Leia. I took her by the hands and held into her eyes when I said, come on girl, let's compromise. It's probably easier than we both think. Don't ask me to like Jar Jar Binks. I said I never would, and I never will. And with a wink I said that would be illogical. And I planned our perfect wedding, and it fills me full of pride when Obi-Wan Ben Kenobi gives away the bride. Our vows are read in Klingon, and C-3PO translates. Dr. McCoy conducts the service. We just gotta set the start date, and I'm pretty sure that we can make this work. I will be your Captain Kirk. At last I've crossed the final frontier. At last I've found my Princess Leia. There you go. Well, that's killed me off 6 songs in. This is going to be an interesting rest of the set. For 15 odd years I have strummed on guitars, 5,000 lost flat picks, 4 fingertip scars. I must have broken a million strings, banging and tuning, playing these things, banging and strumming, playing these things. And it's been 16 years now that I've written songs, over 100. Still going strong about music and hockey and flying above. Again and again, unhappy love, over and over, unhappy in love. And it's music for money, I'll do it for fun. I know how to do it, it's easily done. To stand on a stage doesn't make me afraid. I'm comfortable up there, forgotten blades, and it always amazes me when I get paid. So here I am doing all that I can do. You're paying, I'm playing, I'm grateful to you. Indoors or outdoors, at home and abroad, I sing these songs, people sometimes applaud. It doesn't change much, I just hope they applaud. Are we all still doing okay? We're all still doing okay out there? Good, then we shall continue onwards. Song's called Do. What's this? That's okay then. I keep getting worried because I keep seeing the comments and thinking, oh no, my guitar's gone off again. Okay. This song's called Deathbed. A man once asked this question of me, what do you believe? I said I don't believe in anything or anyone but me. He said, aren't you scared of what will happen to you when you die? I said, I'm more afraid of never living life while I am alive. A man who looked me in the eye, convinced my soul was damned, unless he signed it over to a fairy tale man. He said, my boy, I'll pray for you, I know you can be saved, so save your prayers for those who care for me. It is too late. Can't bear the thought of lying on my deathbed with regret. Places I've not ventured, people I have never met. I wanna live like every second is the last I will achieve. And as long as I hurt no one, then who cares what I believe? A man who talked for hours about the virtue of his faith. I could see the stony cold conviction on his face. He fired every weapon in his armory of lies, some of which made sense to me, much to my surprise. I had to remind myself he was well rehearsed, tempting to misquote if I'm misquoting Bible verse. I know your game, my friend, you target people when they're weak, but vulnerable and dissolute, man falls at your feet. Not bad the thought of lying on my deathbed with regret. Places I've not ventured, people I have never met. I wanna live like every second is the last I will achieve. But as long as I hurt no one, then who cares what I believe? So if your beliefs bring comfort to your heart, who am I to try and tear your world apart? I wish you well in your endeavours and your life, and I'll leave you to yours, you'll leave me to mine. Oh, it's not your place to impose religious law on the rest of us like so many have before. And it's equally not my place to say you're wrong. I don't have to read your book, and you don't have to like this song. Can't bear the thought of lying on my deathbed with regret. Places I've not ventured, people I have never met. I wanna live like every second is the last I will achieve. As long as I hurt no one, then who cares what I believe? I know my way of thinking should allow the courtesy of men like you to testify your faith to men like me. The difference I see between belief and having none. The lack of faith has never waged a war with anyone. Can't bear the thought of lying on my deathbed with regrets. Faces of a bunch of people I have never met. I wanna live like every second is the last I will achieve. And as long as I hurt no one, then who cares what who cares what you, who cares what we believe. Yeah. So in the set list I'd put a slow one next to try and somewhat save my voice from dying too much after I'd realised what I'd put, so I tried to save it. So we'll do it, but I at this point very much doubt it's going to work. So we'll see. Why don't you lay down your guns? We'll have a drink and find solutions. What the fuck would God think to these wars? As you know we're into revolution. So put your hand on the wall and you'll see I meant nothing much to you. You mean everything to me, and I'll make a stand for you. And you know I will. You said you'd like to save the world, make a better place for us to live in, put an end to world poverty. That sounds like a real good place to be in. So put your hand on the wall and you'll see I meant nothing much to you. You mean everything to me, and I'll make a stand for you. And you know I will. So put your hand on the wall and you'll see I meant nothing much to you. You mean everything to me, and I'll make a stand for you. And you know I will. And I'll sing this song for you. And you know I will. Oh, yeah. Right, let's get back into the loud, shouty ones. With one that I haven't played in about a month. So, yeah, it is. We'll get it out. We know it didn't, but we'll see how this goes anyway. Are you going nowhere? And yet everywhere at once. Do you still feel the need to go there? The cold hard lines are full, the evidence. Don't let it get you down. The world's spins round, but we'll keep each other strong if we all keep holding on. Don't let it get you down. The world spins round, but we'll keep each other strong if we all keep holding on, keep holding on. Have you ever felt like been here and seen all this before? Repeating a past life, you're destined to repeat forevermore. Don't let it get you down. The world spins round, but we'll keep each other strong if we all keep holding on. Don't let it get you down. World spins round, but we'll keep each other strong if we all keep holding on, keep holding on. Don't let it get you down. The world spins round, but we'll keep each other strong. If we all keep holding on, don't let it get you down. The world spins round, but we'll keep each other strong. If we all keep holding on, keep holding on. We're all in this together. There are days when we want to let go, but we'll stand strong forever. As long as we've got each other to hold. Don't let it get you down. The world spins round, but we'll keep each other strong. If we all keep holding on, don't let it get you down. The world spins round, but we'll keep each other strong. If we all keep holding on, keep holding on. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, it didn't work. I've just looked what's next, and if we weren't dead already, we're definitely going to be now. Enjoy the voice while it lasts, because it probably won't be here for the next month. Sorry son, you've got to go to school again today, because if you don't get educated, you'll never find your way. I know it doesn't seem it's worth it at the moment, but it's true, these are the best days of your life, my boy. What I like to you, so grab your lunch and textbooks, get your ass out of the door, and I'll drop you at the gate, or I've dropped you 1,000 times before. Do your best to learn some lessons, have some fun and make some friends. You've only got a few years left, you'll thank me in the end. And I know it's hard, but don't cry, cause these things are sent to try. But I find it hard to see how I'm ever gonna be the bigger man. The thing is that you never see what happens when you go. I become the primary target for every boy that I know. You always taught me the best way to avoid a boy's fist is to ignore him. Now move along. Well, that's not true, is it? So I accept my daily beating with a minimum of fuss, and accept the fact that that's just how it goes for kids like us. For the moderately intelligent or slightly overweight, the best years of your life might not be all that fucking great. And I know it's hard, but I won't cry, cause these things are sent to try. But I find it hard to see how I'm ever gonna be the bigger man. I never stood a chance, did I? The overweight, religious kids with 4 eyes. Everything that they put me through made me a bigger man than all of you. One day 2 decades on, I'm drinking in a pub, and the guy that used to kick my ass in school just wanders up. And he tries to be all nice to me, as if everything had changed. I grabbed the fucker by the throat, and I carefully explained that a decade of sustainment of physical abuse at the hands of him and all his friends has unsurprisingly produced a good deal of resentment and a tendency to snap. No, I don't want to be your friend. How could you ever have thought that? And I thought you were hard, so don't cry, 'cause these things are said to try. And these feelings now are no comparison to how you made me feel in school. But I won't stick to being cruel. Now walk away in peace, 'cause I'm always gonna be the bigger man. Oh, what's okay. I saw like a big bit of writing and thought I was going to say it was great, but your guitar was off for the whole thing. Would not have gone well. Never been a smoker, but I'll share that one with you. I've never been a fighter, but I'll put up one for you. I've never been a drinker, okay, maybe one or two. 'Cause it makes me feel a little less like me. Never been a gambler, but I'll take my chance on you. I'll play my winning hand and then I'll offer it to you. I've never been a drinker, okay, maybe one or two. It makes me feel a little less like me. Yeah, it helps to take the edge off being me. I always went to school, but I never made the grades. Always read the rules, but I'm never in the game. I'm often out of focus, but I'm always in the frame. Never been a conjurer, but I'll make us disappear. Babe, we could go anywhere from here. I'm only really happy when I'm lying in your arms. This makes me feel a little less like me. Yeah, it helps to take the edge off being me. What time we on? Oh, we got stacks of time. We'll do two more. That's in quotation marks. You don't need a record deal to make a record now. Just a laptop and some software and someone who knows how. And you don't need a manager, you're managing just fine. Just a search engine and a phone, and dedicate some time. And you don't need anybody else. Yeah, you can do it all yourself. One day you might have all of those things that you don't need. A record deal, a manager, the whole world at your feet. But if you do it all yourself and get used to it now, it won't be such a culture shock on the way back down. You don't need a man to publicise your name. Just play 1,000 gigs instead. The outcome's just the same. And you don't need an entourage to pamper to your quips. You don't need a roadie. You can carry your own things. You don't need anybody else. Yeah, you can do it all yourself. One day you might have all of those things that you don't need. A record deal, a manager, the whole world at your feet. But if you do it all yourself, get used to it now. It won't be such a culture shock on the way back down. You don't need nothing. There's a spider here. Oh, spider. How you doing? You don't need a rider, a mad backstage request, just a sandwich and some cider, and somewhere to get dressed. You don't need a driver, as long as you can drive. And you don't need a hotel, your back street will suffice. And you don't need anybody else. You can do it all yourself. He's making a dash for the mic and I'm very scared. One day you might have all of those things that you don't need. A record deal, the whole world at your feet. But if you do it all yourself and get used to it now, such a culture way back down. And one day you might have all of those things that you don't need. The sycophant and rider, the hotel and the driver. But if you do it all yourself, you get used to it now. It won't be such a culture shock on the way back down. Come here. Come on. Over here. Oh, he's gone. He's gone somewhere. Right, we're going to play one more, and then if we speed through this, we might have time for one more after that, but we will see. He's here! Where's he come back? Where's he gone? I can't kill you, we're on live YouTube. Where have you gone again? His cute car, I don't know where he's gone. I'm expecting him to come back at some point during this set, but we'll deal with him when we get to him. I don't know where he's gone. He's somewhere. Who knows? So we'll do one more, and then maybe we'll get time for one more after that. Who knows? Do you think they notice when you fall? Do you think a single eyelid will be battered? See, now I've seen the spiders, I feel like things Do you think they notice when you leave? You think they remain the same, the way they've always been. But it's not over till you're underground. 'Cause I'm just trying to get along the way I've always done it, even if it's wrong. And I'm just trying to stay thin enough to fit these jeans and maybe still fit in. Do you think they care about what you sing? Do you think it matters if it's palm mute or let ring? Do you think that you can't be replaced? Younger model, better body, more attractive face. But it's not over till you're underground. So I'm just trying to get along the way I've always done it, even if it's wrong. And I'm just trying to stay thin enough to fit these jeans and maybe still fit in. Do you think I wonder if I'm wrong? Do you think I care as long as people sing along? But it's not over till you're underground. So I'm just trying to get along the way I've always done it, even if it's wrong. I'm just trying to stay thin enough to fit these jeans and maybe still fit in. So I'm just trying to get along the way I've always done it, even if it's wrong. And I'm just trying to stay thin enough to fit these jeans, but it's about I can't win. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Not thank you, wherever that spider's gone. That was... Yeah. Thank you all for coming. Right, we'll do. He's took time out of his life to learn it. I couldn't not play it, could I, Callum? On the western edge of the Mendip Hills, there stands a lonely peak, surrounded on three sides by seas, a peninsula so bleak. 60 feet above the waves, Breandown Fort now stands. In 1864 was built to guard the western land. For 7 guns, the fort was armed, weighing 7 tons. Man, day and night, by 50 men, fathers, brothers, sons. For nearly 40 years it stood, no shot in action fired. But 1900, July the 6th, 5 a.m. it was retired. The blast was heard for miles around, flames lit up the sky. No decent explanation found, or ever given why. Suicide or accident, it's tragic either way. The mystery of Breandown Fort, the tale of Gunner Haynes. Well, Gunner Haynes was a normal lad, a soldier 13 years. Described as conscientious and reliable by his peers. When he spent the night in Burnham, maybe he had a drink or two. A flat tire on his bike would mean that he missed the force curfew. For this minor indiscretion, Haynes was placed on charge. Punishment for lateness, unlikely to be harsh. They said this made him lose his mind, want to lose his life. Blowing up a magazine with the gunpowder inside. The Blast was heard for miles around, flames lit up the sky. No decent explanation found, or ever given why. Suicide or accident is tragic either way. Mystery of bring down for the tale of Gunner Hayes. Magazine ignited in a single burst of flames, the blame for which laid firmly at the feet of Gunner Haynes. The explosion's only victim will never get his day in court. We'll never know what happened that night at Breandown Fort. The blast was heard miles around, flames lit up the sky. No decent explanation found, or ever given why. Suicide or accident is tragic either way. Mystery of Breandown for the tale of Gunner Hayes. So thank you for coming out. This is the last one now, I promise. So I'm shattered. Well, thank you for staying with us, and yeah, this is our song. Remember him when he was young, the gleam was in his eyes, full of bright ideas of chasing castles in the skies. Now he doesn't look so young, his eyes have turned to red. He's only got one set of clothes, he's got a park bench for a bed. And he's turned to the bottle, lost all his pride, as the whiskey comes to claim his soul. Slow motion suicide. Called the day he left school, went to mine for coal. That was Thatcher's 80s, and he landed on the dole. Life was hard up in the north, the industry's closed down. Who employs the miner when there's no mines to be found? He's turned to the bottle, lost all his pride, as the whiskey comes to claim his soul. Emotion suicide. What happened to his darling wife? They used to have such fun. Drinking and the violence made her pack her bags and run. Now he walks the lonely road, always looks away, drinking to the early grave, advances day by day. And he's turned to the bottle, lost all his pride, as the whiskey comes to claim his soul. Slow motion suicide. In these eyes he sees no pride, held loosely by his side. The empty bottles he tries to walk on by. So thank you not only for coming out tonight, if you've continued through however many, is this the fifth one? However many of these we've done, thank you all for coming out. Callum, Brad, Mason, Callum's dad, everyone that's, and anyone else that's watched any of them, thank you all so much. It means so much to me. Thank you all for coming out again tonight. Now he looks at his old life through the bottom of the glass. Just a man down on his looks, and he swears this one's his last. But tomorrow you will see him out, bottle in his hand, screaming words of drunkenness, but no one understands why he's turned to the bottle, lost all his pride, as the whiskey comes to claim his soul. Slow motion suicide. And he's turned to the bottle, lost all his pride, as the whiskey comes to claim his soul. Slow motion suicide. Thank you. Thank you all for watching again, and I'll see you next time if I don't talk to some of you before. Cheers.